Okay, so I think there is a problem at madam's side. So let me continue with this. So just now, madam was just now madam was talking about the IoT and the basic concepts of IoT and so
Hello,
and so
sir. I
forth, and
mean,
some of the Acha, okay.
yeah, yeah.
No issue, no
I'll
issue.
finish
Okay,
this slide,
continue.
sir.
Yeah, no issue, no issue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. So we were discussing about how you can connect, search, manage, and control things when you're on the internet. Now, this is possible because we can add some sensors or some electronic devices or software to the things, and this helps us to connect. Now, here on the PPT, you can see there is a smart IoT bulb. Now this IoT bulb, what does it does? It is a wireless bulb. So you need not connect it with any kind of wire. And you can change, suppose there is a conference scheduled. What you can do is, you can ask this bulb to just be on just before the conference starts. Or depending upon the time of the day, depending upon the occupancy of the people, uh, the bulb can change its intensity. Or how many, if there are groups of bulbs which are attached, then you can manage how many bulbs to actually put on. Then you can also see that there is a cow. Now this is IoT based cow. Okay, now how cow can be an IoT based cow? Nothing, if you put some devices around the cow, then the cow can become IoT based cow. Now a Dutch company, what they have done is they have designed a necklace for the cow. Now, what does this Dutch company's name is Connectora. Now, what does this cow does, necklace does it? It monitors the health of the cow. It also monitors how the cow is feeding, okay? How the cow is feeding, so how it is consuming, whether it is feeding rightly. Then they have, then you can attach a sensor supposing to the tail of the cow, okay? Now this device is designed by a company called as Mooncall, okay? Now what if you have it on its tail, then you also know the health of the cow and when the cow is due with the calf. So if the cow is to be due with the calf, then what it does, it immediately sends an SMS alert to its owner that your cow is going to be due with a calf. It's just going to give a birth. So you be ready with the arrangements. Then if you attach a sensor to the udder of the cow, then you can monitor the quantity and the quality of the milk, as well as you can also understand um, uh, what is the best time to milk the cow. Then you all know about mobile. Mobile is the ultimate IoT device, right? Because it can you can change the brightness. Okay, there is a GPS in it, there is a voice detector in it, there is a face detector in it, and all those things. Then you all know about Alexa or the speakers. Now this can be used for sending reminders, setting up calendars, uh, playing in music, and also to control the home automation systems. So next slide. Now you can see this human being, he is having different sensors. Okay, there is a ECG sensor, there is a motion sensor. So these sensors are attached to his mobile device. The data goes to the cloud and it is alerted to the different system, maybe to his Facebook account, that how much calories he has burned today and how much he has run or what kind of weight he has lifted today. So his friends know ki Taj itna kilometer bhaga, which we post on Facebook. Na today I completed these many Surya Namaskars or like this. So that can be done. Next slide. Similarly, your car is also attached to the different system and through the cloud it can be given to the other devices. Uh,
Rachel.
now this is a simple case. Suppose your meeting was pushed back by 45 minutes. Your car knows it will need a gas to make it. Uh, you need a
मेरे
gas
पास
to make.
तेरी तब तूने टेढ़ा नहीं कर मेरे को नहीं आता.
Excuse me. I think there somebody has kept his. Please mute yourself. Okay, your car knows it will need a gas to make it for the train station. So it fills usually takes 5 minutes time. So this is alerted to the alarm. There was an accident on your driving route, so it will cause a 15-minute detour. All this information is alerted to your alarm, and then this alarm gives the signals to your car as well as the coffee maker that please turn 5 minutes late. Okay, so that you can adjust your time accordingly. Next slide. Now, who cares for IoT? Companies like Cisco, IBM, Google, and GE have invested a lot in IoT. Cisco has systems for manufacturing, for the retails, for education also. So campus management systems are also available with Cisco. IBM actually has a website called as Smart Planet, and there are various um, smart cities there, smart programs are there. So one of the latest thing which they have come up with, IBM Maxowell. Now this is designed just because of the COVID situation. Now what this IBM Maxowell program does is, it is for actually the workers, so or the employees. When the employees are working, what it will do, it will monitor the health, it will monitor the temperature of the employee, it monitors the stress of the employee. Then they have also designated no-go zones. So if at all, if you go to the no-go zone, then it will be you will be alerted that this is a zone which is a no-go zone. And it also manages the distance between two employees. So how far they are. So if they are not maintaining the social distancing, you will be alerted that you are not maintaining the distance which you are required to maintain. Similarly, Google and Apple also have come up with an app to help people fight out with COVID. Google also has a website called googleflu.org. So it actually collects the data of people who with flu and how they can manage their flu symptoms and conditions. Uh, Again, GE has a lot of technologies or systems which are IoT based. So next slide. So from this slide, I think sir will take over. Thank you very much, sir, for changing the slides for me. Yogesh, sir. Where is sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, no, madam has explained very well in the basics of IoT, and some of the few examples that madam gave. They are very interesting. Now, let me tell you it's not a rocket science like IoT is, but I will just tell you what is our problem definition. So our the problem definition is very simple. Let's consider that we are having a black box. In the black box, the many processes are there. What is the input? Inputs are nothing but the sensors. So we are having the sensors which senses the parameters, which collects the data, send it to the cloud, and inside a box we are having the cloud, the analytics, and so forth, right? And output is nothing but our mobile device. So at the user, they are having the mobile, and on the mobile they can see whatever data, the processes, so the analytics yeah, is in there. The output of the black box is coming on the mobile. So the problem definition is so simple: sensors, the black box, and output is mobile. And from mobile, if you want to control the devices, then it is called as a second life cycle. So the life cycle will get complete. Sensor to cloud, cloud to mobile, and then from mobile you are controlling the devices, different devices or the same devices. So this is a life cycle of an IoT. So first of all, from this slide, why should I pay attention to it? So as our the agenda of this session is nothing but the future of IOE for business. The first of all, we should consider what kind of new business models, right, are coming up, or we can able to generate or innovate from our side, so that we can able to make a business, right? So that's why my first point is new business models are emerging, right? So it's not like that the people are making the business models and on that business models we are working on it, not like that, right? From individual, not also teamwork, it's an individual task that individual can able to do these things or generate the business models. So a lot of examples, one of the example that madam narrated very well. Let's say the alarm, right, which the alarm is going to wake up at this particular time to me. Just imagine how the alarm is going to talk to you, how the alarm is going to communicate with you as well as the other thing. In case of IoT, the first the making sense that the things are talking to things. It's very, very important. Consider so many type of things. Now, the in the previous slide, madam has narrated, the who cares. The first one is Cisco. So Cisco has given the name to IoT as Internet of Everything. What kind of things you can able to connect to internet? Anything in the world, anything. My shirt, my glass, my headphones, right, my shoe, right, whatever you want to connect. My the chair on which I am sitting, my door, my fan, my tube light, anything. You just name the thing, that thing you can able to connect to the internet. Now the challenges, right, like as the next point is new emerging technologies, right? Whenever I give the speech, I would say, first of all, what is IoT? IoT is a simple orchestra. Now, once we concentrate on this particular orchestra, many different technologies are involved in it. IoT is a concept. Even we can say it's a not only the main technology, it's a concept wherein all these technologies are coming up. For example, let's have the sensors. Sensors, you connect the sensor, all the sensors to the microcontroller, right? Wherein you can gather the data to it. The microcontroller through some way, the data sends to the cloud. Then the cloud computing is there. Now, whatever data you are gathering, you can do the analytics. So data scientists will do their job, right? After analytics, there has something called as mobility, how to program on mobile. So mobile programming. So you can see different technologies are involved in IoT. So that's why I'm saying, no, it's a new emerging technologies, and also it's an orchestra. Now, next one is growing IoT services and applications, right? Many applications will be, I'm going to discuss further, right? So IoT is fueling the next growth in IT, right? It's a new thing. Now, as we are now in pandemic situation, everybody knows I cannot touch the bell, right? Or nobody should touch the bell. Nobody should touch the lift to open the lift, right? Now, just now, many people, even though we are saying, China is like this. So, but still, the different technologies, what we are saying, one thing is, without touching the any kind of button in the lift, you can able to, just put a feet on some, different buttons, so that you can able to directly reach to that particular floor. No need of touching on the doorbell. Whenever the person is standing in front of the doorbell automatically should get ring. These kinds of examples, if we made right now, and it is possible by using the technology called as IoT. So it's a new growth, not only because of the pandemic situation. Forget about this particular pandemic situation. Still, still I can say why, because in 2015, when Gartner predicted that in 2020, right, now we are in 2020, but still we are not adapted the technology called as IoT, right? You can just think about that, when in 1960s, when computer came in India, right, all banking sectors people, they went on the strike because they are worried about their jobs, right? What will happen if the computer came in the replacing the human being and they are doing the job, right? What happens to the people? It's not like that. And you can just see the revolution, after 40 years you will not say that the bank without computer, right? Just see the revolution. Now we are talking about the IoT where no human beings are involved. All the things are getting connected to other things. They are giving the the suggestions, or let's say any type of communication to the people, and depending upon the suggestions people will behave like this. So this is how the picture will come. It will take some time. We will, even if we are saying take a business model, lots of business model if you create like this, small business models that we are going to discuss. And that's why I can say the last point is multiple jobs will be created in different areas. So it will be not like this that just the we have shown you the some of the video where everything is going to be taken care by the things. The things are going to be taken the decision and everything, right? It is not like this. The people around that particular technologies will handle this particular situation, right? So lot of multiple types of jobs, right? वो जमाना गया. So when we became the be like that, at that time you just the need of industry at that time only a programming side. If you know Java programming, yes, you will get a job. If you know that much programming, you will get a job. Now the world has been changed. Now we are saying that we are now in industry 4.0, right? Some few years ahead we will be going from 4.0 to 5.0. Lot of technologies are coming up. A lot of changing of the jobs will be there. See the next thing. The predictions are like this. In 2020, I think. Please mute the. One second. Okay. In 2020, it has been predicted that the 50 billion devices, 50 billion devices, right, will be connected to the internet. Just imagine in 2015, right, I would have my computer, my laptop, my mobile. So let's assume that the 3 devices are connected to the internet, right? Now see, 7 devices per person. What can be the 7 devices? Anything, right? Let's say let madam has given the example, lots of sensors will get attached to different things which can be connected to the human being, or which can be connected to the things which they wear, or like that, right? If I put a helmet, and on the helmet there is a camera, in the camera there can be some streaming of the data, whatever you are seeing, right? That streaming of the data will be there. So that is attached to the internet. My glass is whatever I am wearing, it is attached to internet. So let's assume that 7 devices per person. Now that's why I'm saying, even though in the slide it is given 2020, but it will take some time. It may happen that in 2015, right? There are predictions like, after 5 years, what is going to happen? It will not like this, 2020. So in 2021, what is going to happen? The predictors will predict the data or the future for after 5 years. But still in the world, a lot of countries, they are having the concept called a smart home, smart city, smart industry, smart college, right? Smart hospitals, smart roads, and everything. Many of the things, they are getting smarter. Smart means what, right? As the everybody knows this, Kevin Anston, right? He coined the name called as Internet of Things, right? He was doing the job in Procter and Gamble, and he suddenly and he worked with the concept called as RFID. And this just RFID, the vehicles, all these RFID tags are there. No, he considered that, it's in 1999 there was a boom of internet, right? And this internet, because of the internet, he has given the presentation to the world, or to that particular company, as Internet of Thing. And this is how the people started around it. What is Internet of Things? How the things are getting connected to internet, right? So you can just see in a predictions, these many billions of amount of money, they are being already invested by the government, by the private companies, right over here. See the things. Now in case of IoT, it is not only one thing. what can be a thing, right? Madam has given the example like cow, right? IoT enabled cow. Or even the next slide, you have seen that the human is having the sensors like EEG sensor, ECG sensor, right, which are attached. Or let's say I wear a Fitband which connects to the internet. So how much steps I'm walking, right? What is the heart rate, right? Everything is being connected to the cloud, so that at the remote place doctor can able to watch. Or if something happened wrong to me, then immediately the pop-up will come on his mobile, and he can able to he will call me and saying that you do something, you relax something, you take a glass of water, like that, the something will be like this. So the thing is not only human being. You can see in the slide products. One product has done, and that device or that Coke machine was the first IoT device, right, which is made in the world. And after that, and that become a very smart thing, how much drink is cold inside, right? It is being connected to the cloud. So at the remote place, even the people are having the machine, Coke machine, right? Still they can able to measure how much it is cold. And because of the cold, everybody knows the quality can be measured like this. Okay, so the temperature in which whatever is there. So that machine was the first machine, and that become a smart machine. The people are saying, "Are machine is the machine is smart." And why it is smart? Because it is transmitting the data at the remote place, and it is connected to the cloud. So at the same time, the agencies can able to watch on the things which are remotely placed. So that is how the things are becoming smarter. And because of that Coke machine, the people are saying the things that the smart machines. So now I'm having the smart mobile. Now smart mobile, smart machine, smart bulb, and everything. Whatever the thing you connect to the internet and getting the data, extracting the data to the internet and doing some cloud analytics and so on and so forth. That thing is called a smart thing, right? Inform people, right? The human being is involved. Then inform processes. Consider if you are knowing the some, or you are visited or the manufacturing companies, like let's say Parle-G biscuit company, right? So what, there are so many types of processes, the right from the raw material up to the packaging, right, of the biscuits, right? So there are some processes. So each process, knowing the details of the previous process in advance, so whether it has to start or no, right? After that, after finishing it, it has to stop or no, the machine, it will get decided by itself. That is called as informed processes and informed infrastructure, right? It's not a hypothetical example. Informed infrastructure, it's again the higher level. Okay, so these are the elements, you can say, right, of IoT. See the very beautiful use case. As I told you, the Coke machine, it's ice cream cabinets. You can see the ice cream cabinets. What happens, let's say, consider the India example, right? Consider, let's say I am staying in Vasai Virar area, right, where the light fluctuation is always there, right? Even though something, something has happened, right, immediately light turns off. Or even at your place also, it might be over there. What happened, the ice creams, right, or the packets which are kept inside this particular cabinets, right? Let's say the light has gone for some duration, let's say 4 hours, 5 hours, like that. What is going to happen, right? Immediately, the shopkeepers, right, the end shopkeepers, a very small shopkeepers, what they will do, from by our side, I always watch like this, so people will immediately turn off their refrigerator for some, let's say 10 to 15 minutes, again they will start, and everything is being running on the generator. So what happens, they cannot afford like this, so what happens, ultimately there is a degradation of quality on the ice cream products, right? And what happens, the shopkeeper is going to replace whatever the products which are degrading in the quality, they will just shift it to the agencies, and ultimately agency is going to be in loss. So what happens, agencies are now becoming smarter. what they are doing, they are not only giving you the ice cream packets or like this, they will also give the ice cream cabinet. Now this ice cream cabinet will have the temperature sensor, right? Will have the other sensors as well. So I will show you in my next slide. See, these are some sensors. One of the sensor is, you can say the stock sensors, where each it is going to measure the stocks, right? How much it is there. So if you want to order the product, it will order automatically. The agencies will there itself will come to know, right? What is the stock inside the this particular cabinet, right? How much temperature it is maintaining, right? Like this. So you can just see, if you start the business like this, then you will come to know the 2.5 million ice cream cabinets are there. Now whatever data, I have taken I have taken it from different websites. I gather it, right, and I just put it over here. Censoring. Now the biggest markets, if you see, it's a China and India, because we know, India, lots of places are there where you will not find the electricity continuously 24/7, right? So there you find this particular situation where you require like these cabinets. The agencies, Amol factory, or like this, these people are want like this solution, right? The sensor, so need to refill, avoid stock outs, then the location, right? The temperature, right? Power outage, and all these things. You can just see, these sensors are going to sense different types of parameters, and then it is going to just send to the cloud like that, right? And next example I will just focus is on the tire application. Just see, lot of big cars are there where the each tire, right, is being cost up approximately 1 lakh rupees, right? For I'm talking about a very big car like BMW or like that. The tire, let's say in India, MRF company has started this solution, right? What they are doing, instead of selling the tire, right, to the customer, the burden, right, the cost, if effect is there. So what happens, the tire manufacturer, they will give the tire on a rent. Instead of selling this tire, they will say, this we have char tire le lo on a rent, and this tire is having the sensors which know how much kilometer you are moving, right? You are going. Depending upon that, you have to fill the charge like this. Okay, so this is how the tire as a service, right? Like madam has told you, the different kinds of services in cloud computing. We are having the services: infrastructure as a service, right? Software as a service, platform as a service. This is one more service, tire as a service. So like this, it's not like a cloud computing, but it's a business perspective. If you look at the business, then the people are thinking on it. Why not we can start the business, right? Because you can see not only the big cars, because in India you will see the lot of trucks, like lot of trucks, they are going from one source to the destination, right? And the owner of the trucks, they should find, where is my truck? So you must have the GPS, right? What is the fuel inside the truck, right? How safely it is driving, right? Now how safely it is driving, I will just give you the example, very nice example. Let's say I purchase a new car. Now this new car is having the Bluetooth module, right? And that Bluetooth module is connected with my smart mobile, right? Just imagine, right? If I getting the call, if that mobile, the Bluetooth device is attached to it, the radio signals, whatever my car antenna is catching, right, which is wirelessly connected. So Google like companies, they are having the data, where your car is, where your sitting is, and how safely, means how, what is the kilometer per hour you are moving, what is your GPS location. So this is how the insurance company, they are also tracking, right, on you, right? Even though you are saying, I am private. No, you are not a private, because you are having a smartphone, right, which is Bluetooth enabled. You are having a device inside your car which is a Bluetooth enabled, and using the radio frequency signals, right? They are going to capture your data, and depending upon how you are safely driving, the premium is being charged. So not only tire as a service, tire companies, they are now in IoT field, but insurance companies, because they have developed this business model, how safely I'm driving. The senior citizens, right? They will drive safely only. So what is the charge? What is the premium you are going to apply for them? What is the premium you are going to apply for the youngsters who are not driving safely, right? This is how, right, the people will drive safely, right? The senior citizens, they will not to pay the premium as much, right? So that's why the people will take the insurance from the different companies. So companies को insurance का फायदा है, customer को फायदा है. Like this already became a insurance model, right? Insurance business model. The next I will tell you regarding this airplane companies. You know, every year in India, lot many airline companies, right? They are flying from one source to destination, and only one company called as Indigo, which shows always you profit, right? Every year. See the economic times, or you can see the statistics over there, right? You will come to know Indigo company, why it is showing you profit every year. Now what happens, you know, because of landing and taking off the airplane, right? It should land off and take off at the same time, whatever the time has been allocated to them, whatever the timetable is there, you know, at this particular time it should take off, at this time it should land, right? But it has not happened. Why? Because whenever it lands, right, the engineers came, right, engineers come to, you know, the monitor on the devices which are presently inside the airplane, right? The processes, whether they are correctly running or no, the operational, the machines, whether they are currently working or no, or they are in good condition or no, what is the fuel, what happens to the other devices, like that. So the engineers are or you can say not, will not say the waste the time on just checking the things, right? But actually it's a wasting of time only. You know, if I know the sensors are fitted inside this particular machinery, if they are giving me the information that the machine is correct, whatever the machine life cycle and so whatever parameters are there, if the sensors are giving me the data whether they are correct, then the engineers will not waste the time on that. Next thing, we can have the robot which is, you know, surrounding inside the plane, which will take care of the dust. If the dust is there, so what is the location from, you know, at what location I want to clean the area. So like that I can save my time on checking the machineries, I can save my time on cleaning and checking the machinery. It takes time for landing and taking off. And this is how, you know, the people are saying, you know, the many companies, they are now facing this particular problem previously, but all they have shifted on this particular IoT enabled devices. And see the you know, the different sectors. If you can see, I just now talk about, you know, vehicles, the persons, right? Pet monitoring, controlling, right? Everybody, you know, even if you say the babysitting, they want a solution, right? My babies, if they are going to kidnap, you know, the people are taking the baby and moving outside the, you know, the fence area. So they should get an alarm. The parents should get an alarm. The babysitter, you know, that particular lady should get an alarm, or not alarm, the you know, the pop-up message, something goes wrong, you know. And that baby can have the you know, further the nano sensors, right, which may track the babies or like that, you know. It may happen, right? So they want solution, right? Even in in Maharashtra, Nagpur area, you know, the many babysitters, they want this particular solution, right? So they want to control on this particular thing. The parents are working, so the parents को message जाना चाहिए, babysitter वालों को भी message जाना चाहिए. How you can give the solution, right? If one business model, if you create like this, you can just say, you know, you can see, while making a business model, the society people should get benefit. That is the use of technology. I cannot say just go on doing the business, not like that. While making a business model, right, this business model is nothing but a solution given to the society, so that society should get profit on it, right? They should get benefited. And obviously, who is going to you know, give the business to them? Obviously they will also get a business, right? So that thing should be there. Agriculture is very important sector, right? Where people can have the IoT solution on it. I will just give you the example after some of the slides where I have already made the solutions for agriculture purpose, and many the few of the students, my students, they become an entrepreneur on this particular agriculture sector. I will tell you afterwards. Energy consumption, just now I told you, if I want to connect the fan to the internet. So see, while speaking like this, while speaking on this like this, I will connect this chair to the internet, I will connect this shirt to the internet. Even though it's very simple, while listening to these particular things, it is having so many challenges. It's not so simple one. Otherwise, like L&T, like big giant companies in India, why they are not providing a solution to the society, right? Even though in pandemic situation फिर दूर की बात है. When 2015 IoT came in this particular world, or not only 2015, previous also, why the people, they don't have, even though if I'm sitting in my home, I don't have the bulbs which are connected to the internet, or through my mobile I cannot switch on and off the bulb and this thing, right? Why the shopkeeper, electrician shopkeeper, they don't have the light like this bulb? ये स्मार्ट बल्ब ले लो, राइट, 500 रुपए का है, अभी 300 में मिलता है, 500 रुपए का ये, और एक ऐप भी ले लो, मोबाइल में एक ऐप डालो, उसमें आपको वो जितना आपके पास कितना है, 4 बल्ब पे 4 है, तो हमारा इलेक्ट्रिशियन आपके घर पे एक यूनिट फिट करेगा और आपके 4 फैन 4 ट्यूबलाइट आपको कनेक्ट करके देगा. Who is going to beneficial? We are going to get a beneficial. How? Let's say senior citizen, our grandparents, let's say, right, my mother is sitting in inside one bedroom and she wants to switch off the light of the living room, right? So usko chalne ke liye takleef hota hai. So instead of that, if I provide the solution on mobile, she can click over here and the light will get switched off. So isn't it possible? Yes. But the solutions, even though we are talking lot many business models, right, they are going to come up. I cannot say the business models are there. They are not there in even in Mumbai. You cannot think Mumbai like place as a smart city. Why? Because the many things are not planned properly. You can think Germany as a smart Germany or any Berlin city or like this to become a smart city. You can have any of the other countries who has a planned. Plan means what? Even from right from top to bottom, everything is planned properly. They are not going to disturb the architecture of the particular village or city minimum 20 years or 25 years, right? अभी हमारे इसमें क्या है, रोड खड्डा बन गया, चलो दूसरा निकालो, पाइप डालो अंदर से, the many things are going up. So it is not planned. So if the city or village is not planned, then you cannot think, right, the city or the village, right? Because I have written one of the paper called as, why not you have to make village as a smart village? Why you are talking about smart city? Why not smart village? राइट, खेती किधर होता है, विलेज में होता है. पानी किधर से मिलता है, विलेज में मिलता है. वॉट एवर रिसोर्सेस और सोर्सेज यू आर गेटिंग, राइट, यानी एनर्जी किधर से मिलेगा, विलेज से मिलेगा. तो विलेज को ही स्मार्ट बनाओ ना. व्हाई यू आर मेकिंग द सिटी एज अ स्मार्ट सिटी? विलेज को ही स्मार्ट बना सकते नहीं है. सो यू कैनॉट थिंक. So that's why in Maharashtra government has predicted in 2015, not only Maharashtra government, even the government of India, they are telling, in 2018 Pune city, everybody knows the Pune city is there in Maharashtra. In Pune city, they want to make Pune city as a smart city. What happened? 2018 has gone. Now we are in the 2020. Just imagine what things are have become smarter, right? The smarter things means what? I was in that particular panel. One of my friend, right, means Mr. Naneshwar Kamble, right? He is in that government panel list, and he approached me, to do some small work. Right, he told me that you do one of the simple project. You take the street light. You become you take that street light, particular street lights, and you create that street lights as a one thing as a smarter. You put a PR, the LDR sensor to it, and depending upon the weather conditions, it will taken care of the things. And because of the cloud season, or if the night or there is no sufficient light, then only the light will on. And in the morning at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, if there is a sufficient light, then light will automatically will off. This is how the on and off of the particular street light, if they are automatic, you can just see how much electricity you can save of the city or a village. Now the thing is, we are talking about solar panel, though, hey, but This is also there. There are a lot of things are there, but IoT is one more solution that you can provide to the society. You can save the energy. So energy consumption is a very important for India, right? Because our India is agriculture based. Yes, agriculture must be over there, and we must have the smart agriculture, right? Smart farming, and we must have the energy. Utilities is very important, right? Because for the social upliftment, right? And other things obviously there. You can think everything. Just first time I told you the chair can be a smart chair, the shoe can be a smart shoe, right? My shirt, or my tie, the key, right? My the camera, or like anything, right? So anything can be a smart cities and smart home. The challenges I will tell you. Let's say no, I will just now give the example, 4 fans and 4 tube lights. I have to make it, and I know the technology also, right? Because I have just I have done myself 2-3 projects, real-time projects, which are IoT based. So let's say I know it. What are the challenges I will get? First of all the wirings of the buildings, they are already concealed wiring is there. First of all, how can I open this particular conceal? Because I know, and if I know, right, which point is there, so there has to be some electrician. So even though let's say I'm a computer engineer, I will take a help of electrician. भाई मुझे ये point बताओ अंदर अर्थिंग किधर है, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव कौन सा वायर किधर से गया है. So if I provide the solution for one flat or for one home, I must study first of all the wirings which are there inside their house, and if they are concealed, then it is my job to make an particular one more like I have to take a carpenter and I have to make a box like this, and I have to open the wiring and just join it to my relay and everything, and then to sensors and the controlling the microcontroller, and then microcontroller will have unit of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth connectivity, which can be able to connect to the mobile, or which can be connected to the Wi-Fi. Now, if I provide the solution like this, right, then you have to just imagine how much cost it is involved. Cost is very important. How many people will purchase my particular business model, right? 4 फैन 4 ट्यूबलाइट मुझे अगर बंद करने के लिए मुझे 1000 रुपया देना पड़ता है, who is going to purchase? Only the people who are rich, because they want to move, they do not want to move from here and there. They will just go there, whatever the energy they want to make it, they will go in gym. But like middle class people like me, I will not think like this. इसके लिए मैं उठ के मैं बटन बंद करूंगा. Are you getting it? But let's say instead of 1000, if I say 500 में और 400 में आपको मैं कंट्रोल करके दूंगा, and not only in within 400 or 500, I can make it, your AC is also enabled, IoT enabled, your refrigerator also IoT enabled, other devices also you should make IoT enabled, and give the solution like this, right? So can I make a solution within this particular cost? Whenever whenever anybody can able to do project or product, there has to be a feasibility. It's a triangle, right? Operational feasible, technical feasible, and economic feasible. If the triangle has been made correctly, then you can make a the business model. So if I give the business model within this particular cost, 500 cost, let's okay. Now if I'm having the senior citizen like this, and if we are working outside, and my senior citizen or my grandfather, grandmother, they are at home, they can able to make the these particular things. So the solution I will purchase, because it is demand. It is demand of the society. It is demand of the people. This I want it. So let's say there is nobody like senior citizen or like that. Okay, then I will not purchase. Right. So like this, we are talking about these sectors, as well as we are also focusing on how to make a business model on it. Healthcare is a very important task. Healthcare, right? You can just see the obesity is growing. अभी पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन है तो हम लोग घर पे ही बैठे, तो अपना तो वजन तो ऐसे ही बढ़ रहा है. जस्ट इमेजिन पुअर डाइट. पुअर डाइट तो ऑब्वियसली ये कम हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ अगेन द पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन. हम बाहर का भी खा नहीं रहे, राइट? सेडेंटरी लाइफस्टाइल. Because of these 3 things, you can just see, right, in 2015 you can see these many peoples, right, they are going to have chronic disease. ऐसा healthcare ने report publish किया है. Healthcare sector, no, obviously it's a WHO or maybe other healthcare agencies, who has predicted like this. What are the challenges in healthcare? We know it, aging population will become burden on healthcare system, right? Because of this increased population, And obviously to maintain the independent and respectful living for the elderly. It's very important. And primary care, obviously it should taken, right? So madam has given the example. Let's say I am wearing some biosensors, right? The sensors are called as biosensors. If that sensors are connected to the human being, now there are two types of biosensors. One is called as intrinsic, like cow in right, IoT enabled cow. The sensor has been put inside the cow. So the intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsic, let's say I wear some of the EEG sensor. So EEG sensor is like a headphone, right? So it will measure your brain waves and it will start transmitting the data to the controller side. So it's like this, right? Or let's say Fitband, or let's say the heart pulse rate sensor, heart rate sensor. So these are the sensors which are called as biosensors, right? The altering patterns of disease because of the stress, right? We are having the chronic disease, diabetes, thyroid, and so on and so forth, right? So in the next session, when we will focus on the IoT for stress management. There I will focus how the music therapy is going to be a very lot more advantage for a human being, right, to cure on this particular chronic disease, right? These are the opportunities. Just see the look at the statistics. The healthcare has been published, right? Worldwide today 1 billion adults overweight, right? These many people, they are having the chronic disease, right? These many people, 600 million people aged 60 or over. 75 to 80% people, right, they are spending the so many their cost on a chronic disease management. And approximately 200k hospitals and 18m hospital beds. Now if you see the America like country, or the European countries or other countries, which they are having the use cases. When I'm saying use cases, the cases are live cases, right? They are not like a hypothetical example, or we are not just narrating the story. So the smart hospitals means what? Each bed is connected to the internet, right? The not only bed, the doors, right? Then the the doctors, the nurses, the staffs, all they are connected to the internet, so that, right, the administrator can able to see where the beds are empty, where these things are not empty, like that. And if the city is a smart city, then these things are going to connect or give the information to the people who are required. Suddenly accident take place, so before calling ambulance will come. Why? Because the road, if it is IoT enabled, or road has a sensor, that sensor will give the information to the ambulance. So before calling ambulance aa jayega. Before admitting the hospital, is whatever the hospitals, the beds are, the empty or the available, wo hospital mein wo leke jayega. You just imagine, because it is, everything is connected to each other, right? And this has, this has so many hospitals. They are a smart hospitals. You just Google on it, smart hospitals, you will get a live cases, right? So these are something like, no, it is the need of India also. Just imagine, the people are coming, usko quarantine kiya jata hai, right? Beds kidhar hai, IoT enable hai ki nahi, doctor kidhar hai, nurse kidhar hai, तो खाना दिया जा रहा है कि नहीं, remote place में, at a remote place, how the other people, right, who are like a relative of that particular person, who, how they are come to know, everything is fine going or no. So there is no connectivity at all. So there has to be like this, everything has to be connected, and there are a lot of challenges are there, right? Again and again I'm saying, even though we are talking like it's not a hypothetical example, but it is a situation where it is a need. And that's why I say that the future of IOE is there, right? People want like this solution where patient should get connected to the internet, right? What is the heart rate and so forth, so that even though at night time the doctor will get alarm, right, on their mobile, something goes wrong to your patient, please look at the patient. Now otherwise what happens, everybody knows, right, India, what is happening, right? Because of not connectivity of the things properly, so many things are there. The healthcare is a major issue, or not a major issue, it's a major area where we have to focus on this particular model, right? Now so you can just see what I'm talking about, right? Jaise something goes wrong, the alarm will be there, right? It processes. Now the patient will go on the treatment, right? I will just say tell you. Okay, so I will not put that particular slide. Just imagine, something goes wrong to me, right? If and I go to the doctor, the doctor will give me the treatment. ये medicine ले लो, आपको ये problem हो रहा है. Then I will go to the some the medical shop where I will purchase a medicine. Then I will go home, right? Now, if even if I not taken, or even if I don't take a medicine over there, and after some days I will go to the doctor and I will shout on him, right? जो आपने ट्रीटमेंट दिया मुझे एलिजिबल हुआ ही नहीं. What happened to these particular things, medical and your treatment, because the doctor don't have any control on the patient whether he has taken or no, right? He cannot predict, or he cannot say. And then the patients, they are blaming to doctors that doctor is not, treatment is not good. Or doctors, even though they are not having the control on the patient, whether they are taking the correct treatment at correct time or no, right? That has to be there, so that's why this everything has to be connected, right? After that only we can able to solve the problem, right? Advantages kya hai? Improve access to care, obviously increase quality of care, reduce time. And that's why my tagline is like this: right care for the right person at right time at the right cost. This is very, very important. It has to be there, right? In India also I'm talking about. Why India? Because we as Make in India application, we should think on it, we should focus on it, and we should provide the solution like this, right? You make an application or you provide application, right? I know that many people, they are doing the research work, the PhDs and so on and so forth. We have to just think on it. Whatever research or whatever I am doing it, whether that thing, let's say that is a technology, can I able to apply it on society? Can people, right, in India like country or anywhere in the world, right, the people should use your technology. When Bill Gates thought about the computer, the Bill Gates had decided at that time, the computer should reach at each person. That was his dream. Then he's saying that the technology is reached to the person. So even though I'm saying, smart farming and smartphone and so, we should know farmer को mobile इस्तेमाल करना आता है क्या, farmer को ये आता है क्या, that technology must be there, right? Technology must be used by the person. Then you can say that is a technology. Otherwise, just if I'm saying, the big examples, right, then it is not going to solve my society problem, right? This is a biosensor what I was talking about. One of the biosensor is, it's a ECG or EEG or EMG sensor, where you can have, this is a extrinsic sensor. Extrinsic, it is not intrinsic. Intrinsic sensor is this glucose meter. Many of the patients, they are diabetic patient in India also, the 70%, if you know the statistic, 70% Indian population, they are diabetic, right? And many of the higher on this particular disease, the people want solution. If let's say the level of insulin inside a body, if it increase or decrease, there has to be a monitoring system which will monitor on that particular insulin inside your body. If something, the insulin is up or insulin is down, then that this particular tube will decide and will push or will insert the insulin automatically inside the body. So this system must be over there. So this system is not an automatic system, it's a use case, right? And this is what, the things, whatever we have discussed: reduce hospitalizations, improved outcomes, right? Obviously, if everything is connected, why I should hospitalize? Because I am already getting connected. If I want to do some operations, if I want to do something else, then it's okay. Otherwise, I will not hospitalize. Access to care, obviously the doctors are connected, right? And I was talking about, this Google Glass. Just see the example, beautiful example. Let's say I'm not a senior doctor, but I'm a regular surgeon where I'm making a surgery, right? While making a surgery, I want to take a decision of a specialist or my senior person. Now, if my glass, the Google Glass has already came up in the world, and they are, in big hospitals also, the whatever they are watching, whatever they are doing the operation, they are streaming on this and taking the data to the cloud. At the remote place, that particular senior person is also watching what you are doing, and if you want any suggestion, you can take it on the spot, right? This is a need, this is a need. What is, because of the villages are there, so all villages hospital. And this is what I was talking about, the agriculture sector. This is a hydroponics project in North India side, even though in Punjab also, so many farmers, they are already having this like this soilless plant, or you can say the vertical gardening, right? In my college, I have done this particular small plantation, like cucumber, soilless plant, and without any human intervention, this particular, you can see the nutrients, liquid nutrients are being kept over here. We are having this hardware circuit. We are having pH sensor inside it. We are having water level sensor in this particular simple small tank, right? And because of this, everything is connected to the internet, right? And on my phone, I can decide, or even though the machine can also decide, agar pani kam ho gaya, so I will get a message, because this, this water tank is not connected to the actually wall or not wall or river or like that, so that the pump will get, through pump, the water will get import in the this particular tank automatically, right? Water level kam ho gaya, pani aa jayega. It's like that, Now what happens? I am getting the message. That's fine, right? Somehow you can say the 80% is automatic is there. 20% still it should become it should start with like fully automation. So this is one of the plantation. In the second area, you can see the second picture. If you see, like this is a plantation, we have made it right in our area. Right, there is an area in near Virar side, Vajreshwari area, where my students, actually they started this particular they become an entrepreneur, right? They left TCS and Infosys like company, they got a job, campus job, from the college, but they left it and they started this. Now this I am talking about, in 2016, right? 3 years back, 3 or 4 years back now, right? They started this and they have put this particular plant. 1 एकड़ में 5 एकड़ का खेती वो लोगों ने किया है. So vertical plantation, right? And everything is automatic, This plant is the spinach, right? The simple, the small plants, which are required. Even they have produced the strawberry also, which is a need, And at any season, at any place, you can able to produce like this. Even in my home also, the soilless plant, when I have kept it, right? This is the advanced version of hydroponics. This is called as aquaponics, right? Aquaponics is a higher version, you can say the latest technology of hydroponics, wherein everything is automatic, right? So instead of nutrient to hai either, plus this is a middle tank where we put the gold fishes. There are small gold fishes, right? And the wastage of fishes, they will act like a nutrient for a plant, right? So it's like this, so the tank hai idhar, idhar se tank se pani idhar chala jayega, idhar se idhar jayega, idhar gold fishes hai, and see the circuitry. We have made it. We have got the DHT sensor taking care of the humidity control system, humidity sensor. We have got this simple Arduino. We are having the relay, right? We are having one more node MCU which we have connected, right? So this is a small, so anybody can think about like this project. Now this is not like a innovation that we have made. It is already being there, like in Turkestan, or where the area where they don't have the field like this for farming, right? A small in a small area they have to do this particular gardening. That gardening itself is called as vertical gardening, right? Now even though in India, right, the builder, they have started like this project, right? जो compound wall, not only compound wall or the walls on the building, जो सड़े हुए होते हैं, the years have gone, they are not colored on it. So what they are saying, instead of coloring over there, put a gardening on the wall. So wall gardening, just imagine the concept where you can able to produce the oxygen also. So like a city like in Mumbai, where the lot of pollution is there, right? And so forth. You can just imagine the buildings, they are having the gardening on a wall without soil, right? So what kind of solution you can need? So this is how the builders are also thinking on like this side, Now technology considerations, it is very interesting example, right? I will just 2-3 examples that I will give you, and then we will wind up over here. The simple example I will give you, like temperature sensor LM35. Very very simple example. This was my first project which I gave the solution, one of the distributor who is having the cold storage area. So cold storage area, so I given the project name as a cold storage only, IoT enabled cold storage. So what is the meaning of this cold storage? You know, in again I'm taking my area example where I'm living. The area is, you know, I'm living in Palghar district or Vasai area, wherein lights have gone, lights are going, you know, suddenly, right? Whenever the, you know, the environment is cool, they will come like that, you know. So what happened, you know, there is a cold storage area, there is one distributor, right? The Amol like ice cream agencies, different agencies, you know, from there the main the products they are coming it and they are storing it in that particular cold storage area. He is a distributor, and all small shopkeepers around this particular area, they are purchasing the that particular products from this distributor, right? Our distributor is distributing these particular products to all shopkeepers which are connected to that particular distributor. Now what happened, you know, they are having the cold storage area. Inside the cold storage area, they have to maintain minus 25-degree temperature. Now see the situation in that room or in that area or cold storage area, they have to maintain minus 25. So obviously the sensors are there inside it, and outside that particular room on a LCD screen, the temperature is showing. And what is the situation, you know, the watchman or the person who is watching or caring of that particular cold storage area, he is always you know, watching on that particular temperature unit. minus 25, minus 20, let's say chalo plus minus 5 plus minus 10 tak chalega, right? Or something goes wrong, temperature suddenly increases, light chala gaya hai, or both you know, at so many hours, you know, the light has not coming up like that. And what happened, you know, after some time, then he realized, अरे something goes wrong. Then he will call the owner. सर ऐसा प्रॉब्लम हो गया है, टेम्परेचर बढ़ गया है और अंदर का प्रोडक्ट का क्या करने का है. Then they will call the you know, the tempo, right, who is having the, you know, the cold storage area. They have to shift all this the ice cream products from the cold storage area to that tempo, and after, you know, maintaining again that particular temperature, they have to shift again. So ये problem हुआ था, right? And that problem was there in 26 July. If you know the 26 July, right, in Mumbai, right, lot of things have happened, and for 2-3 days light was not there, right, and they undergone this particular situation. The watchman bhi ghar pe chala gaya. How owner will come to know what is the temperature inside, what is the, you know, what happens to them. So he told me, like I am his friend, so he told me, yeah, you are doing the IoT now, just connect this particular temperature sensor to internet and show on mobile. So I accept the challenge. In 2015 I am talking about, you know, before 5 years I just started with my IoT, you know, I just load that particular technology. Yes, IoT kya hai? So just start the projects on it. And whenever I start learning the new technology or new concept, I always accept the project, right? Or let's take a challenge from society challenge. ये technology society के लिए कैसे help होगा? और मैं कैसे उसको अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ. So let's put it. So I know this, you know, it's very simple example that all if those who are in IoT, they come to know this is a Arduino, you know, very small microcontroller. We are having this LM35, so we know it how to connect it to the Arduino, you know, and we are having some ESP8266 module, Wi-Fi module, through which you can sense whatever data that sensor is giving you, right? It goes to the cloud, and in cloud side we have taken the ThinkSpeak cloud, which is open source cloud, which is free of cost. And after that cloud, we have created a small application on mobile, right, where we are extracting the data from cloud over here, and on the mobile you can able to see the entry, or you can able to see the temperature, what is there in my cold storage area. It's very simple one, very simple application. So those who are in IoT, they will also come to know इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है, right? Now see the challenge. When I went like this, and I put a component inside it, the temperature suddenly drops to 0, right? And I am getting on mobile, you know, 0 temperature. So you know, I surprised why it is showing my 0. You know, the temperature inside is minus and minus 25, right? And it is showing me only 0. What happens to it? Then I suddenly check the data sheet, technical data sheet of that particular sensor. So then I realized that LM35 has got 3 types: LM35DZ, LM35S, LM35A. If you are saying LM35DZ, it will show 0 to plus 55. If you are going for A and S, then it will show you the minus, like that. Oh, I made a wrong thing, right? So let's go for the different. So LM35A and S. And when I search it on Amazon, the sensors are not available. I went to the area in Mumbai. The area is called as Lamington Road. I just searched this particular component, not available. And then I found one of my friend is working in some other country, and this particular temperature sensors. He told me, यार manufacturing बंद ही हो गया उसका. LM35A और S अभी मिलेगा ही नहीं आपको. Then अरे तो फिर करना क्या है? Then what is the alternative solution? Let's go for the different sensor. Then I got a different sensor called as DS18B20. So that is a different, ये ऐसा temperature sensor रहता है. Which are in our AC also or in refrigerator also, right? That sensor, okay, but that sensor is not compatible with this Arduino Uno. So I have to go for the Node MCU, which is one more controller, right? The small controller wherein Wi-Fi is also inbuilt. The people who are in IoT, again, they will come to the Node MCU, right? So Node MCU and DS18B20, the compatibility hai. So again, I change the code. Again, I cross check it with my refrigerator. Let's say -2 to aata hai ki nahi. So let's -2 temperature aata hai. So then I feed it over here. Now what I'm trying to say, whatever we are doing R&D at lab, in the lab or at home, you have to see that whether it will work by 24/7, whether its solution is feasible, operational feasible, technical feasible, and economical feasible. If this triangle is not being made, even though if I say, so ये temperature के बजाय, instead of this temperature, I can connect n number of sensors, temperature sensor, lot of temperature sensors are there. Even you connect different sensors of temperature sensors only. You can connect to the Arduino, you can connect to the Node MCU, you can connect to the Raspberry Pi. लेकिन economical feasible है क्या? 24/7 वो चलने वाला है क्या? Right? It should not stop. It should not stuck somewhere else. Right? वो मेल्ट हो गया तो Arduino मैं 25 डिग्री के अंदर डाल रहा हूँ. Right? ये टेम्परेचर से 25 डिग्री के अंदर if I'm putting it over here, is it going to melt? And what is going to happen to the hardware? I'm in loss then, even though it's cost approximately 350 rupees or 400 rupees, still I'm in loss. My solution is gone waste. And if I am providing like this solution to one customer, you can just imagine, or another customer or another client, whether he is going to come to me, whether he is going to take my solution as a business model. So the IoT applications are there, but lot of challenges are there, lot of challenges, right? There has to be a simple brand to it. But smart home, the people are coming up, lot of industries in India, they are giving a solution for smart home, right? One of my friends company, which is there in Goregaon in Mumbai, right? The manufacturing of that particular company is there in Himachal Pradesh, and marketing unit is there in Goregaon, right? So that company is giving the home solutions, right? But what is the cost of that solution? In a few years back, they have given the solution to the Madhuri Dixit's living room, as a smart living room, right? And that smart living room cost nearly about 6 to 7 lakh rupees minimum, depending upon the different things. So can it affordable to the middle class person, the middle class person or the different people? Can they go for it? 5 to 6 lakh rupees only for the become the smart room, right? Or smart home theater or anything like this. So people are thinking on it. That companies also has searched, right? Yes, if I want to reach to the middle class person or the persons who need that particular luxury, right? Then they have to drop down the costing, not on the drop down the costing. They have to build the quality as well. And this is what the challenges are there. Obviously, we are depending upon these particular products on abroad only. No manufacturing of Arduino is there in India. No manufacturing unit. So many sensors are there. They are coming up in India now, right? But IC design करने का है, चलो सिंगापुर में जाना पड़ता है, right? Anything, whatever APIs we are using for doing this particular programming, all these things, all these APIs, we are taken it from outside. Our industries, or not only our industries, many of the industries, right? We are taking the help of the API. We are taking the help of the protocols, MQTT like protocols, COAP protocols. ये किसने बनाया? ये outside लोग ने बनाया, right? अगर outside लोग ने, we are faithing on them. We have to faith on them because we have to build a product, right? Can I decide like this? Sensors I will design on myself. One of the challenge I will take and I will share with you now. Like in agriculture, I have shown you the agriculture, I want to check the ammonia present inside, or the bacteria, you can check it near the plant, right? So there is a sensor called as DO sensors. Now only one manufacturing company is there in throughout world in US, that is who is manufacturing the sensor DO, and that costs approximately right $4,000. So to check it, why I have to go, for only lab purpose or R&D purpose, right? Shall I invest, so much amount of money just to check, like that? So my challenge is what? Can I design, or can I design my own sensor? That itself is a big research, big thing for us. And then the people can go for the patent, file it, and they can able to make the products, right? This is what should happen in India. This is what the things the people should think on this particular business models. So I am talking about not only the big businesses, the small business models. अगर ये होम ऑटोमेशन का 4 फैन 4 ट्यूबलाइट एसी रेफ्रिजरेटर का मैं अगर सोल्यूशन देता हूँ 500-600 रुपए में, just see that in all everywhere the people can able to purchase my product, and if the product has having the quality of it, right? In Haryana, I can give the one more example. In Haryana, there are 2-3 the persons in conference they have met, and they have given they have shown the demo also, like home automation only what I was talking about. And I think in 75% of the houses they have sold it also, right? That was a real example, real time example, right? You cannot, if you are connecting to the Wi-Fi, we know it, what are the jobs of or what are the challenges in internet, internet का connection properly होना चाहिए, then only you can have like this, ये 24 घंटा चलना चाहिए, right? 24/7 चलना चाहिए, what are the challenges? So instead of that, can I make it Bluetooth enabled? Like this has to be there, right? And then the people can able to connect the things. And already we are having some infrastructure. Many telecommunication industries, they are having these solutions in their mind. Even I will say they are now considering the 5G, right? 5G is going to come up. Now there is a concept called as bit cloud computing, bit cloud, right? Now if you are aware of, there is a concept already we are aware of the cloud computing. Now there is a concept called a bit cloud. Now in a bit cloud concept, hello,
It's going so long.
1 minute, 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes only. This is just a end I'm sharing.
Please share the feedback link if possible.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I was telling about. The telecommunication industries, they are taking interest into it because of the IoT. 5G आना चाहिए. Then a lot of things are there, right? The people are thinking on it. As an individual, we have also to make or give us this particular business model, right, for the society, right? So I think in this particular session, we have discussed lots many examples. This is what a new example and other examples. So I will not go further because already we have discussed, and this is a technical stuff. Now technical stuff, everybody can able to see it on internet and so on and so forth. So technical stuff I will not go in detail. If anybody has got doubt or anything, they can able to ask the questions. So I think just I can conclude. So Vaishali madam is there?
Yeah, sir, I'm there. If anybody has questions, they can send, or they can ask just now, or they can send me on the WhatsApp group. Hello? Yeah. So thank you very much, sir, for the session. The examples were very good and very interesting. I think most of the participants loved the sessions because I was going through the chats. Thank you very much, sir. And if at all you have any questions, you can message me. I will surely sense your doubt.
Yes, sir.
Bala sir? Hello?
I think there is a question from one phone, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I just want to compliment you for the examples that you have given are very down to earth and easily understood. So I want to congratulate both the speakers for making it simple and nice to understand.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, madam.
Okay, sir. I think we can leave the meeting now.
Okay, so I think you can share what the feedback on like this, or
I will share the feedback with you, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
bye everybody. Bye, sir.
okay, bye, sir. I will leave the meeting. Okay.
Yes, even I will leave the meeting.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Oh, so we will